Hello students. So welcome back to the world of water once again. In our previous video, we discussed how water is becoming hard actually. What are the different salts which are present in the water that make it hard? And also we came to know that hard water consumes a lot of soap. In other words, it does not form lather with soap easily. And what was the reason for not forming lather with the soap? We have discussed in our previous video. Today we are going to learn about the degrees of hardness. What is the degree of hardness? Now, since we know that hardness in water is due to the presence of salts of calcium, salts of magnesium, salts of some heavier elements including iron, aluminium, manganese, and so on and so forth. So since there are different salts which are present in water actually, and they are imparting hardness to the water, so a question arises how to bring them all on a common platform so that we can give a particular value to the hardness in water, and that actually is done with the help of the degree of hardness. So what is degree of hardness? It is actually the number of parts of calcium carbonate, or that is equivalent to the various salts of calcium and magnesium which are present in a million parts of water. Okay, so that is called as degree of hardness. Now from this particular statement we can conclude that actually there is a chosen standard for reporting the hardness of water. So the standard for reporting the hardness of water here, it is the calcium carbonate equivalent. Now the question arises, why do we express hardness in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate? Why is it so? What is that specific reason for choosing only calcium carbonate as the equivalence point for reflecting the hardness of water? No matter if it contains magnesium salt, no matter if it contains iron salt, we have to express the hardness in terms of calcium carbonate equivalent, or in other words we bring down that particular hardness due to manganese salt or due to iron salt in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate. Actually this is the common platform that we follow in reflecting the hardness of water. Now the question comes, why do we choose this particular salt in reflecting or in assigning a degree of hardness? The first reason is that its molecular weight is 100. So it has exact figure of 100 as the molecular weight, and actually that gives us the reason that it makes the calculations easier. So the figure of 100 actually eases the calculations for for calculating the hardness of water. This was the first reason, one of the reasons. And the second reason is that since calcium carbonate is the most insoluble salt, so if it is the insoluble salt, that means it won't be able to stay in the dissolved state in water. And when this happens, actually, it gets precipitated out easily when we treat the water. So that means it does not participate in imparting any hardness to the water. So these are the two reasons why we choose equivalence of calcium carbonate for reflecting the hardness of water. In other words, simply we can say that we express the hardness in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate. Now, these were the reasons why. Let's see how do we do it. So up till now we have solved the mystery of why. Why do we choose equivalence of calcium carbonate? Now let's come to the next step, that is solving the mystery of how. So how do we convert it into equivalence of calcium carbonate? Suppose we have a magnesium salt present. We don't have any calcium salt present in water. We have, let's say, magnesium sulfate. We have, let's say, magnesium chloride. We have, let's say, ferric ions present. So how do we convert those salts in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate? For that sake, we need to follow certain mathematical expression which gives that equivalence of calcium carbonate is equal to the strength of the salt. The strength of the salt means the concentration of the hardness causing salt which is given to us. Suppose I say 37 ppm of magnesium chloride is present, or let's say 37 milligrams of magnesium chloride is present in water. So that 37 milligrams per liter is actually the strength of magnesium chloride. So we have the strength of hardness producing salt, and let it be in terms of milligrams per liter, or it is 1 ppm. We know that 1 milligram per liter is equal to 1 ppm. So we multiply the strength of that hardness causing salt which is present in water with what? With the equivalence of calcium carbonate, or chemical equivalence of calcium carbonate. So equivalent of calcium carbonate, fine, divided by the equivalent, or the equivalence of this salt. Which salt? The hardness causing salt. That is the hardness causing salt. So let's write down. So let's write down the formula once again on this particular sheet so that we can move forward. So the equivalence in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate, how do we convert the particular strength of hardness given? It is equal to the strength, I'll write it down in the next line. So it is equal to the strength of hardness producing salt, or hardness causing salt, hardness causing salt, okay, and that will be in milligrams per liter or ppm, multiplied by the equivalence of calcium carbonate, that we'll see how we do that equivalence part, divided by the equivalence of the salt present. Which salt? We are talking of the hardness producing salt. Now what happens actually, this part is often called as the multiplication factor. So if you want to simplify it further, you can remember this part as the multiplication factor also. Now how do we calculate the multiplication factor? Let's see. For example, I take my water contains, let's say my water contains calcium bicarbonate as the hardness producing salt, okay, and I also know that the molar mass, or the molecular mass of calcium bicarbonate is actually 162. Okay, so how do we calculate the equivalence of this salt? Equivalence of calcium bicarbonate which is present, that is equal to the molecular mass divided by the oxidation state of calcium which is present in the salt. So how do we do? Molecular mass is 162, and I know that calcium is present as Ca plus 2 in this particular salt. Okay, why? Because the valency, you can see over here, is 2. So 162 divided by 2 makes it 2 6 are 12, 2 1 are 2. So 61 is the equivalent weight of salt. So equivalent weight of the salt, I'll write down weight over here so that you don't get confused over it. Okay, so equivalent of the calcium bicarbonate which is present in my water as the hardness causing salt, it is 61. Now let's see how do we do the equivalent weight of the calcium carbonate. I know that the equivalent weight of the calcium carbonate, I'll write down over here, equivalent weight of calcium carbonate. How do we do? Again the same formula, molecular mass divided by the oxidation state, and the molecular mass is 100 as we know now for calcium carbonate, and I know the oxidation state of calcium is plus 2. Okay, so what is the equivalent weight of calcium carbonate? It is 50 over here. Okay, so again coming to the equivalence of calcium carbonate. Now if the question says that a sample of water contains, let's say, 61 milligrams per liter of calcium bicarbonate in it, so what is the hardness of water? So how do? We have to convert this particular strength of calcium bicarbonate present in water first in the terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate. So equivalence of calcium carbonate for this particular sample of water will be equal to what? It will be equal to the strength of hardness causing salt. And which is the hardness causing salt over here? Calcium bicarbonate. And the strength of this calcium bicarbonate is given as 61. So I write 61 multiplied by the multiplication factor. And what is that? Equivalent weight of calcium carbonate, that is 100 over 2. I write it as it is, 100 over 2, divided by the equivalent weight of the salt. And what is the salt which is present in my water sample? It is calcium bicarbonate. So the equivalent weight of calcium bicarbonate, I'll write it down over here, that is equal to 162 over 2. Okay, or I can also write 61 directly in place of this 162 over 2. So in that way it becomes 61 into 50 over 61, that is equal to 50 milligrams per liter equivalent of calcium carbonate. Okay, and the hardness, you can say that it is 50 ppm of hardness is present in this sample of water which contains 61 milligrams per liter of calcium bicarbonate. So this is how we convert the strength, the given strength of the hardness causing salt in the sample in terms of equivalence of calcium carbonate. I hope you got it.